Alright, welcome to Lesson 4, the final lesson of Unit 1, Distributive Property and Combining Like Terms. So, first we're going to talk about the distributive property, and the distributive property is type of multiplication. So we're going to start with the product of A and B plus C. So here we have our A and it's times the expression B plus C. Now this works if you cannot simplify inside the parentheses anymore, because quite often it happens where we cannot simplify that. Like if one of them is a variable and the other one's a number. So what we do in this case is we distribute A. What distribute means, it means you're going to multiply A times B and A times C. So A times B is AB, and then plus AC. So we're multiplying both of those terms on the inside by A. And it works the same way if A is on the other side. You're still going to do A times B and A times C, and you'll get BA plus CA, which is the same thing as above. We still have that similar idea if we do the product of A and B minus C. So here we have our A times B minus C. So what we do is A times B and A times C, and we get AB minus AC. And this is a negative sign still, because when we multiply this A and the negative C together, this negative sign sticks with the C. We have an odd number of negatives, so the number we get has to be negative. And then the same idea works again here. We get BA minus CA, and it's the same as up here. So let's put this idea into practice with some actual numbers. I'm going to show you the first one, and then I'll leave you to do examples with the rest. So we have 2 times x plus 4. Now we cannot simplify x plus 4 anymore because they're different. So what we're going to do is we're going to distribute the 2. So I'm going to do 2 times x, 2 times plus 4. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times a positive 4 is a positive 8. I can't simplify this any further, so I am done. So I will leave you now to go ahead and pause the video and with your group do examples 2, 3, and 4. So do that now. Alright, example 2. We get 3x minus 15, because this is a negative and this is a positive, so it means that our answer here has to be negative. We're going to do 2 times 5 and 2 times negative y. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times a negative y is a negative 2y. And finally, we're going to do 7 times 2 and 7 times a. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times a is a positive 7a. And there we have the distributive property. Next, we're going to talk about combining like terms. First of all, we need to talk about what a term is. And in an expression or an equation, the terms are separated by plus or minus signs. So the only thing that separates a term is plus or a minus. You can't separate them using multiplication. If things are multiplied together, they are one term. So like number 1 here, I have an x a y, and a z, and they're separated by these plus signs, which means I have 3 terms. So what I want you to do now is pause the video and discuss in your group how many terms does 2, 3, and 4 have. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, number 2, we have an x and a 3, and we have this minus sign separating, so there's 2 terms. Here we have a 3x, a 1, and a 4y. We have 3 terms. And the last one we have 6a, 5b, 4c, and 3, so we have 4 terms. Okay. Now, whenever we combine like terms, we can only combine like terms that are similar. This can be like numbers, x's, a's, b's, y's, or any other variable. You can only combine terms that are like. You cannot combine a 2 and an x. You cannot combine an x and a y. You cannot combine a and b. But you can combine a 3x and a 2x, a 5y and a 6y. You can combine those types of terms. So I'm going to do the first example here, and I want you to do 2, 3, and 4 again. So the first example, I have 3x plus 2x. When I combine like terms, I add the numbers in front. So in front of x is 3, in front of x, this x is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5, and it's 5x. And whenever we do this simplification, we have to simplify the entire way. So I want you now to pause the video and in your group, simplify 2, 3, and 4. Okay, start with 2. First term is an x. I don't have anything else to combine with x, so I'm just going to rewrite it x. My next term is a y, and then I have a 2y. So I combine y plus 2y, and it gives me 3y. Then I have a plus 4 and a negative 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. I cannot simplify this any further, so there's my answer. Now number 3 was meant to be a bit tricky. Our first term is 4x squared. We do not have any more x squareds. We have x's, but an x is not the same as x squared. So we're just going to rewrite our 4x squared. Our next term is 2x, then we have the negative x with it. 2x minus x leaves me with just 1x. And then finally we have this plus 4. We don't have anything to combine with it, so it's just plus 4. Finally, we have a 5 here, and then we have a negative 2. We had to go searching for it. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Next we have a plus z, and then we have a plus 4z. So z plus 4z is plus 5z. Then we have a negative 2x and a plus 3x. So negative 2 plus 3 gives me a positive x. And then finally we have a plus 4y. We don't have any other y's to combine it with, so we just end up with a plus 4y. We cannot simplify this any further, so here's our answer. And this lesson was the distributive property and combining like terms.